Episode 7 of Sounan Desu Ka was pretty good, just like the other episodes. But this one, they've now, at the start of the episode, they've built a shelter, like a proper shelter now, or a roof, over the top of where they were sleeping. They built it out of bamboo shoots, and they also made it pretty smart, so it's slightly off a bit. They put bamboo shoots underneath it, so the rain, if it rains, the rain will go in there. And then they made a gutter at the bottom of it, so they could make water, pretty much. So that happened. The way they got it was, they found it offshore, quite far away from where they were camping out. And the way they done it was roping like 5 or 6 of them together, and then putting them in the water, and then dragging them across to where the camp is, just on the water. And so after they built the shelter, Shion was laying down and a bee flew onto her. So the bee, obviously when there's bees, there's going to be honey, and she was complaining that she wanted sweets, so that was a weird coincidence that something like that was going to happen, which it did. And they go find the hive, and what Himari done, was set out a plan of how to get the honey out of where the bee's nest is, or the hive, because there was a lot of bees in there. And the way they've done it is because it was in a tree log, they put a torch, or a fire torch, on one side of the log, so the smoke will go through the log and out the other end, and the bees will fly out. And as the bees flew out, Himari went in, got the honey, and she was getting stung. And the others were scared because they didn't want to get stung, but Shion noticed she was getting stung. So she got up, she was scared of the bees, obviously, she was the scaredest one out of the lot. But she got up, she grabbed it, and she grabbed the honey, and then gave it to Mitsu, and then they gave it to the other one. So they did that as a pattern. I did that about 4 or 5 times, and then they went off back to the camp and they got honey. The way they got the honey out of the hive, or out of the honey sac part, was putting on the bamboo shoot like with the rain, and then cracking it open a little bit, so all the honey from inside of it would go down the chute into the gutter, and then into the containers that they had. They had glass bottles, which I don't remember how they got them, but they got glass bottles. So after that, they got the honey. Shion realised she was getting, Himari got stung, and then Himari said honey's good for it, so it's okay. And then Shion's like, okay, I'll get honey, and she smeared it over the bites that Himari had. And then as Shion was going to say sorry about being selfish and stuff like that earlier, Himari got a bit of honey and just shoved it in her mouth. So basically saying she realises how Shion feels, but she doesn't want Shion to admit it to herself, in a way. So yeah, that happened, and then Shion wants to be a bit braver now. So the next day, Himari goes out to fishing, and they caught fishes. They came back, they showed what the fishes they got, and Shion was just like, I want to fish as well. And then they were shocked, obviously. But then there was a moment between them talking that Himari noticed bats flying away from the forest, and she was wondering why they were flying away, which I don't know either, but hopefully we know that in the next episode. So yeah, and then while they were doing that, it comes to the next day. Shion goes out with Himari to catch fishes. Shion can't dive, so what she done was on the raft for the leftover bamboo shoots, and she would catch fishes. So they would just go, and she was just going on the raft, And as she was, Himari dove under to catch some fish. it looked like it took her a while to catch a fish, because she said that she finally caught one. Then she talked about Shion, hopefully she's like caught one and stuff like that. But then as she come up to the surface, she saw a water bottle, a water glass bottle that they were using as a magnifying glass to see through the water, and just float past her. And then she realised that the current was pretty strong and it was coming offshore, meaning Shion just kept going while she was looking under the water, and she didn't realise how far she's gone out. And Himari noticed this. She saw a big rock, so she stood on top of it and she looked out to the sea and she couldn't see Shion. And that was the end of that episode. That was the cliffhanger. So Shion could possibly be dead. I don't think she will be, but she's missing at least. So yeah, I can't wait for the next episode to see what actually happened to Shion. Hopefully it just doesn't show within like the first 30 seconds or something like that. Hopefully there's a build up to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as well of Sounan Desu Ka. Let me know in the comments, and that's pretty much it. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. I really appreciate it. Also subscribe if you haven't already. It will mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.